Oh, it's going to be less outrageous.
First of all, I need to lift you up. That's better.
Do that. You can't see any of this, can you?
No, I can see that, but I don't want to chop. Well, it's either that or I chop your head off. Which do you rather I had?
What would they rather have? I bet the
probably your head chopped off.
The Bakehouse buddies would probably be quite happy to be head chopped off.
I got you all in as is. Would you like me to give you some extra light, sir?
Yes, please.
And then there was light. 1 second. There you are.
Wow, I feel
Now
a bit
you're
holy.
all lighty.
Hi everybody. God, who's starting? You starting? I'm starting? We're starting?
Oh, I just said hello.
Oh, you said hello. Kelly's on camera. Hi everybody. Welcome to the big OGGIE Bakehouse. And it's OGGIE. I know. So Kelly's been doing quite a few of the recipes recently. I've got a whole bunch of recipes to do myself. I don't want to become the Kelly show. I have been told you are far more attractive than me.
Yeah, but I don't want it to become the Kelly show either.
There you go. So obviously the other day I did Rocky Road bars. Today I'm doing another simple recipe. We've also had someone else who's contacted us and said, could we do some quick and easy recipes for things like for students, that sort of thing. So we're going to do a whole series of student type recipes, but this is just a quick and easy shortbread recipe. Can't get much easier than this.
But it's not just a plain one though, is it?
It's not just a plain one, it's a bit special. This wasn't one of our planned list that we told everybody about, but I saw this the other day on Instagram and we've just got to go for it. This is from Rodda'S or Rodda'S.
I say Rodda'S.
I say Rodda, you say tomato, I say tomato. They are the world's best known clotted cream company. And they're based in Redruth, so hopefully after lockdown I'll get in touch with them and maybe go over and talk to them and find out what the real name is. I don't come from Cornwall, what do I know? So we are making clotted cream shortbread biscuits. As I said, this recipe comes off their website, but we'll copy all the ingredients down and put it on our details below. This is dead easy. Can't be because I'm doing it, okay? So we have
Whoa.
Oh, all right. Now, before we carry on, Kelly's bought me an apron.
You need to wear an apron.
I'll need an apron. Back in a sec. Oh dear.
You're only making shortbread. This is not a military thing. Talk about brioche bread later on in the week, and you can't even do shortbread.
We're laughing not just because of the apron. Like the apron, if you're on a member of the Big OGGIE crew on the Big OGGIE Golf, you'll love this apron. Look at this, so cool. Just had a slight malfunction, equipment malfunction with the little hand blender. Oh, you're doing a close-up, are you? Close-up of what? Born to golf, forced to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, size of me, I've been born to cook and eat. But... Okay, so let's get on with the show. About time, it's supposed to be a quick recipe. So we have 300 grams of plain flour. Everyday plain flour, doesn't have to be fancy. To that, we also have 100 grams of caster sugar. We also have 100 grams of softened butter, or it will be fairly soft soon. And the luxury bit, 100 grams of clotted cream. Rodda'S Clotted Cream.
Rodda'S.
Clotted cream from Cornwall. So the plan is, we bung all this together in one way. Obviously this is easy, 100, 100, 100 makes 3, equal the same amount in flour, job's a good one. So we will put the butter in the pan, put the cream in there, put the sugar in. I was always told to, in most cake recipes, to blend the butter and sugar together, but obviously it's got a bit of extra in it.
Probably because of the cream, I don't know.
Yeah. So we're just going to whip this up, it's going to get quite noisy, we'll blur in, we'll blur out, we'll show you what it looks like. But this will kind of all emulsify, then we will throw the flour in, then we'll blitz it up again, makes it a bit of a crumble, then we'll put it all together as a pastry dough.
Scrambled eggs.
Okay, this didn't take very long. Kelly's been showing you a close-up of what's been going on. Just make sure you get all the sides done so you don't miss any of it. Okay, that's all creamed together. And then we're just going to throw the flour in, all in one go. And we're going to make a cloud. Kelly's back showing you a close-up, and the idea of this is really that all you're doing is making something that looks like crumble, so it's just crumble bits. So that really didn't take very long. All we do now is we press this together with our hands, make a ball, put it out onto the slab. We've got a marble slab here to roll it out, but you can use work surfaces, table, whatever you've got this flat. I'm just pressing this a little bit more, just working this slightly more because we think the butter was still a bit cold and it needs to blend better. But there we have it. There you go. Put it on the slab. Roll it out flat to, they're saying the width of a £1 coin.
Yeah.
So that. So just going to work this. It does look fairly sticky, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you need a bit of flour, just let me know.
Right, get involved in.
Well, I know you're trying and everything.
You love
You're
flour in my
starting-
opinion, don't you?
You're starting to do recipes and stuff, but I guess I've been cooking a lot longer than you.
True, you panic every time you see me with a rolling pin, you know.
I just want it to be right for you, that's all.
You're an absolute star, as always. So, doesn't have to be anything neat here, we're going to cut this out. Okay, we're going to cut it out with cutters, we've got a few different ones. If you haven't got a cutter, use a cup.
Or glass.
Or a glass, glass is good. Just something that cuts shapes, okay? So, I think we're about there. Looks pretty good to me. So, like I said, we've got some cutters. All different versions are available. We've got loads. Lots of different circular ones. We've got stars, football shirts. Got a cherry somewhere.
Yeah, put the cherry back in.
Oh, I've lost my cherry. And you're not going to get away with that one. Right, so we're going to cut these out. Obviously you've got surplus, roll it back into a ball again, roll it out, keep going until you don't have any left. Then we're going to stick them onto a baking tray. And we'll come back and we'll show you what that looks like and then we'll pop them in the oven. Okay, so we've made some so far. Like I said, there's plenty of surplus, so we're just going to roll it back into a ball, roll it out again, keep using it until it's all gone. No waste. Okay, so we have put together, or with Kelly's help, I have cut out some shapes. I've got a couple of spare ones on another baking tray. With that amount we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about a dozen. So that's pretty good. We're going to put them in the oven now. Your oven should be on 160 degrees. They're saying for about 25 minutes. I suggest you check it at about 20, just so they're kind of lightly golden brown. Then we'll take them out, put them onto a cooling rack, dust them with icing sugar, all done. Perfect. Okay, so the shortbread is now cooled down. Kelly has done a wonderful job sprinkling a little bit of icing sugar over them, and I have to say they are amazing. We had a tiny little bit of pastry left over, or dough, let's get it right, a little bit of dough left over, and so we made a tiny little taster one. Delicious. What do you think? We think this is the best tasting shortbread we've probably ever made.
Absolutely.
If there's one thing you do this week, glass is steaming up and outside, if there's one recipe you make from this channel in the next week or so, this is it. Dead simple. Took 10 minutes to make, 20 minutes, 25 minutes in the oven. In practice, shots of 5 minutes. Make yourself a cup of tea, come back and really enjoy. Best tasting Cornish clotted cream shortbread you'll ever have. Thank you very much to Rodda'S for their ingredient list and for their recipe.
Kids will love it.
Yeah, we know the kids are going to love it. They're going to disappear in 5 minutes, those.
And what was it you were saying about putting stuff with it to make it into a posh dish?
Yeah, we were saying that when you walk into the shop, you have a chat. And I'm thinking, as we got some surplus cream, could be an idea to make like with the round ones, to make a sandwich. So you put a bit of clotted cream, a little bit of jam, and then sandwich it with another of those, like a really posh strawberry shortcake. That would be the best shortcake to make strawberry shortcake with. That would be another recipe maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, just try it. Try them as they are. Try them without the icing sugar. They're brilliant without the icing sugar. Try them fancy. Whatever you do, just try them.
Send us in your pictures.
Yeah, and please do, send them in your pictures. Thanks so much for watching. The competition still carries on for another week if you're watching this just before the competition finishes. And hopefully we'll see some examples on the new to be named show for the weekends. Thanks so much once again, everybody. It's this one. We'll put links into all various recipes. Please subscribe, please tell your friends. Yeah, we're a bit hit and miss still, but we're getting there. Okay, so the Big OGGIE Bakehouse continues, and we have so many recipes. Some are simple like this, some are so complex I'm doing my head in. But it'll be funny. Okay? Come back and see us all again soon. Say goodbye, Kelly.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.